Welcome to the channel show, folks. Alright, welcome to the channel show, folks. Back again on I think this is coming up on part 6. This is part 6. Welcome back to the channel show, folks. This is going to be part 6 of the cargo trailer, camper, toy hauler, travel trailer build thing. Anyways, yeah, so I got some new, a few things here. Got a fan, and I'm hoping this fan I'll be able to rig it up somehow or attach it, but yet have it to where it's removable. I don't know if I'm kind of winging this one, but I had a radiator fan in there that come from a guy down the road who's a mechanic, and that thing moves a whole lot of air when they're in a radiator anyway. Second thing is what we're going to install real quick, hopefully. Good old Amazon. You know I gotta support my local Chinaman. RV locks. So when I bought this camper, it didn't come with a lock, or it didn't come with the key. So I'm really hoping this will just bolt right back up into place. So yeah, let's see if we can get that taken care of. Yeah. I mean, I'm just like the rest of the world. I don't like spiders either. Alright, this might look a little funny, because y'all are going to be moving with the door. Well, there's that part. And then it appears there are screws right out here that I gotta take apart. Pull that little plate off. I have never replaced one of these, but that looks like it's it. Well, actually, there's a code on the back of this. See if I can't call around before I open this other one back up. I'm probably gonna call around and see if I can't just get a key made for that. I lied. We're actually gonna put this thing back together. I'm gonna take a picture of that with my cellular device. Make a few phone calls. Yeah, fast forward a couple months, we're back on the camper build. I went ahead, since I had that lock there, and I actually never called and looked for a key because I really don't feel like sending that lock back. So went ahead and here I am installing it. And if you've watched any of my other videos, GoPro makes you buy the mod, the audio mod, and it's absolute trash. I have to constantly check it. If not, I record a bunch of videos with no audio. So here we are installing it. I check and make sure the keys work. There's a little stiff in the beginning, but I got it all working. And now I can lock my camper up and keep the people, that's honest out of my camper, I guess. So yeah, the next video I kind of just explain the audio messing up and kind of explain what I was doing with the next step in the build. Good thing I checked, because I'm pretty sure the audio on that was not working. So what you see me doing here is I measured straight across at 16 inches, so 8 inches would be my center, and then it's about 5.5, so 2 3/4 would be the center going up. I drilled the pilot hole through for the screw to go through. Then I had to use the paddle bit so that way I could sink the head of it down in here far enough for it to reach. So now that you know that, I'm going to go ahead and put you on time lapse and do all these drawers and the doors. Well, bad news is I just drilled that and this goes there. So, great. So yeah, now I gotta redo that, but that's alright. It happens. So, these handles are going on the drawers, and then the knobs are going on the doors. So there we got it. Got those on. I actually installed that off camera, but this little wood piece fell out. Ran a screw in it. Got all the drawers, handles installed. I did realize afterwards this is either they messed up and didn't bronze it, or this is just black. So whatever. All those. So yeah, just gotta get the rest of this trim up and figure out where this leaking's coming from. So that's my next step. Well, at least by taking these panels off and looking in behind each one of these, I know it ain't coming from here back from up top. I do see the water starting right there, so it could be coming back from this one. I mean, it could be, but it seems to be standing water right in here. It's running all the way down. Could be running that way, could be running that way, I don't know. I could lift the front of the camper up ridiculously high in the front and see what happens. Probably what I'll do. Continue on the, I'm backtracking, taking things apart. But that's the continuation of the box trailer camper build. So sometimes it's a win, sometimes it's an L. Hopefully we can figure out what this leak is. I might tinker with it off camera. If I do find it, I will be sure to let you know. The whole idea behind this was that, hey, you know, if you get a box trailer, or, you know, one big piece of metal and, you know, you can prevent leaks. And then I go buy a box trailer and I got this massive leak. And I think there's a slight one on that side. Yep, I got it off this panel. And look at that. That was where it was leaking before, but it's even worse now. So I figured out what it is. If you look, I don't know if I'll be able to show y'all, but if you look down in there, that seam right there, yeah, there's a seam from where it goes from the black metal to the orange, and that seam's right here. This seam's probably leaking, which is running down. Somewhere I'm getting water right in behind this, and it's leaking on top of this, running down and getting all this nasty. So water was constantly running in and it was bubbling up through that crack right there on the floor. And now that I pull it off, there's a seam. I'll show you outside. This seam right here, all the way across. That's the seam. I've sealed it up. I took the old caulking out because you could see a gap in it. I cleaned it up real good, wiped it all out, put sealant in it. Camper was leaking, so I come back out here one day in between rains and was like, hey, I got to get that sealed up real quick just to see if it'll stop. I cut that out the best I could and then slammed caulking in there. As you can see, it's all the way up to here. I mean, and I just laid it in there and took my finger and rubbed it all in, made sure it all stuck after cleaning it, and it's still leaking. So it's that seam that's leaking. So what to do about that, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll keep it from rotting away. God bless. I'll catch you on the next one.